No one plays more music. KSMO, Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. No U.S. casualties reported, but there was a deadly drone strike on a base housing U.S. troops in Syria last night.
A drone attack on a base housing U.S. troops in eastern Syria late on Sunday has killed at least 6 allied Kurdish fighters. The US-backed Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces said on Monday the attack hit a training ground at the Al-Omar base in Syria's eastern province of Deir el-Zur and accused Syrian regime-backed mercenaries of carrying out the attack. No casualties were reported among US troops. An umbrella group of Iran-backed Iraqi militias, dubbed the Islamic Resistance, released a video claiming responsibility for the attack. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Here in the U.S., heavy rains knocking down trees, flooding roads, and shutting off the power in parts of California. Lupita Vital works in Santa Barbara at a home improvement center.
People are calling us before they head up here to ask if we still have the sandbags. That's one of the questions, sandbags. And the flashlight, that's another question they ask, sandbags, flashlights, and generators.
Trees and power lines got knocked down yesterday in the San Francisco Bay Area, where winds topped 60 miles per hour in some areas. She broke the record. Taylor Swift won Album of the Year at the Grammy Awards for Midnights. Her 4 wins is the most wins in that category. And she broke some news last night, too.
My brand new album comes out April 19th.
Her new album is called The Tortured Poets Department. Worse than expected. That's how the House Speaker, Republican Mike Johnson, describes the border enforcement bill that the Senate released last night. It links border enforcement policy with aid for Ukraine and Israel. This is AP News. Trouble in Berlin, Germany.
An argument over the Middle East conflict leaves a Jewish student hospitalized. Police said a college student in Berlin repeatedly punched a Jewish classmate, leaving him with serious injuries to the face after the two got into an argument over the Israel-Hamas war. The 2 students, one a 23-year-old and the other a 30-year-old, held opposing views about Israel and the Palestinians. Police said that their discussion escalated and the 23-year-old beat the older student in the face until he fell to the ground and fled the scene. The victim was brought to the hospital with facial fractures, but the injuries were deemed non-life-threatening. The altercation adds to the surge in anti-Semitic incidents in Germany, a trend that has become more frequent since the start of the Israel-Hamas conflict 4 months ago. I'm Rika Ann Garcia.
I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Thanks, Willie. At KSMO Radio, our forecast does call for sunshine today. Looks like we're going to get a lot of it. Have a few high, real high, thin cirrus clouds out to our west, but not too much. We will have a lot of sunshine today, and we'll top out about 55 degrees with a northerly breeze 5 to 10. Our skies remain mostly clear tonight, low at 29. And then tomorrow, more sunshine, a little bit warmer up around, well, say 58, 59. I was going to say 60. That might have been optimistic. North winds at 3 to 5 miles an hour. Clouds will come in slowly Tuesday night. We'll have 34 for a low with northeasterly breezes moving to the south after midnight. Partly sunny Wednesday, high of 58. Winds out of the south at 5 to 15, could gust to 20, and then clouds will be hanging around Wednesday night. It'll be a little bit breezier with a low of 43, and then clouds on Thursday with a 3 in 10 chance of afternoon rain, and a high of about 59 to 60 degrees. Still breezy on Thursday into Thursday night. At the KSMO studios right now, it's 29 degrees. We have sunshine. We have it feeling like 22, though, with 8-mile-an-hour winds out of the north. Relative humidity, 98%. The pressure on the rise at 30.08 inches here at KSMO Radio. Pretty nice morning, actually, for this time of year. Would not complain too much. At your hometown radio source, we are going to come right back and get you up to date on local news. That's coming your way shortly, right here on KSMO Radio. It is Monday, February the 5th.
At Country Mart in Salem, you'll find gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. They also have fresh produce, quality meats, a bakery, and a full-service deli that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have you joined the Country Mart e-Club yet? You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sale items through your email. It's free to join, and for more information about the e-Club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from Country Mart in Salem.
This is Cardinals broadcaster Ricky Horton. Soon enough, the boys of summer will be back and on the fields in Jupiter, Florida. Spring Training 2024. It'll be another season of the home runs, the hits, and the unforgettable moments. We will have you covered and will be with you from the first pitch to the final out, right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark Sports Leader, KSMO.
And here at KSMO, thank you, Ricky Horton. It'll be good to hear you again right here on KSMO Radio. But right now, though, it's almost time for local news. Do want to tell you first, though, at Over Country Mart today, they have some incredible values waiting for you, like fresh strawberries in a 1-pound tub for $3.98. How about ballpark beef or Angus beef franks at $3.88 a package? And you can also save, too, on your Little Debbie snack cakes, $2.29 a box. Stop on by, save when you shop today and every single day down at Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. They are here to help you save. It's 32 minutes, almost 33 minutes after the hour at KSMO, and time for news. Local news being brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio. My name is Stan Stevens, proud to be along with you on AM 1340. FM 95.7. Also streaming with us on KSMOradio.com, our KSMO Stream Facebook page, and KSMO YouTube. Thanks for being here. In news, in an arrest warrant served last Thursday, February 1st, 23-year-old Jacob Stotler of Salem was charged with 3 felony counts of the possession of child pornography. The probable cause statement indicates the investigation by the Missouri Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force began in 2021 from a cyber tip received about an online file storage account set up by Stotler. He was interviewed that year and admitted it was his account and that he knew its content. The probable cause statement says there were initially 5 videos discovered before the accounts were deleted, with additional videos later identified from files that were submitted to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. His bond was set at $50,000. The charges against Stotler are only accusations. They are not evidence of guilt. Evidence in support of the charges must be presented before a court of competent jurisdiction, whose duty it will be to determine his guilt or innocence. A man from Boss was arrested Monday, January 29th in St. James on Highway 68-8 on 2 felony charges, one for the second degree of trafficking drugs and the other for the possession of a controlled substance. According to the probable cause statement, James E. Dixon of Boss was riding in the back seat of a vehicle that was pulled over for a traffic stop after leaving the MPC parking lot in St. James. The driver gave consent for officers to search the vehicle, where they found a large bag of white crystalline substance next to where Dixon was seated. They also found a bag of capsules that had been kicked under the vehicle by Dixon, according to other passengers in the vehicle. Further, officers found a syringe on Dixon with clear white liquid. Later, officers identified the white substance as 30 grams of meth, and the capsules contained fentanyl. Dixon's bond was set at $250,000 cash or surety. The charges against Dixon are only accusations. They are not evidence of guilt. Evidence in support of those charges must be presented before a court of competent jurisdiction, whose duty it will be to determine his guilt or innocence. Salem Public Library invites the City of Salem residents and Dane County communities to participate in their 2024 Community Survey. Information collected will be used to identify top priorities for the library and used to develop strategic long-term plans for the future. The survey should take no longer than 5 to 7 minutes, and all responses will be kept anonymous. The survey is now live, and a link to the survey is pinned at the top of the Salem Public Library's Facebook page. Individuals who wish to complete a paper copy of the survey will be able to do so at the library during normal business hours. The library is located at 403 North Jackson Street in Salem, right at the corner of 4th and Jackson Streets. The survey will close after this Friday. Community members are encouraged to visit the library to participate in current programming, utilize the many services available, access the library's materials collection, or provide additional feedback. For questions about the survey or the Salem Public Library, its services, or current programming, you can contact Kate McBride, the library director at SalemMo Public Library at gmail.com. That's SalemMoPubliCLIBRARY at gmail.com, or by phone 573-729-4331. Salem Police Department have released a report for the week of January 20th through the 26th. On Saturday afternoon, January 20th at around 2 o'clock, officers responded to a male subject that was acting under the influence near the intersection of 1st and Warfel Streets. After investigating, the man was found to be in possession of capsules suspected to be fentanyl. As a result, a 37-year-old Salem man was incarcerated at the Dane County Jail. Later that evening, near 6 o'clock, officers were dispatched to Truman Trailer Court for the report of an out-of-control subject. After arrival of officers, a 39-year-old Salem man was found to be uncooperative and under the influence. He was placed on a 12-hour safe keep. On Sunday, January 21st at about 4 in the afternoon, an officer concluded an investigation into shoplifting from Walmart on more than one occasion. During the investigation, it was found a male subject had been previously charged and trespassed from Walmart. As a result, a 44-year-old Salem man was arrested and issued a summons on burglary and the first-degree charges. On Monday, January 22nd, around noon, officers arrested 24-year-old Desiree Fish of Salem for an active capious warrant for her arrest. Fish was then incarcerated at the Dane County Jail. And finally, on Thursday afternoon, January 25th, at about 3 in the afternoon, officers responded to an accident involving a school bus. It was reported that a vehicle crossed the center turn lane near the intersection of Center Street and Highway 19 and struck the school bus, which was able to get stopped and sound its horn. After an investigation was conducted, it was found the operator of the vehicle was intoxicated. As a result, a 56-year-old Salem woman was arrested and placed on a 24-hour hold pending the application of warrants. No injuries were reported or apparent in the crash. Please contact Salem Police Department at 729-4242 if you have any information regarding an ongoing investigation. Missouri Department of Transportation plans to improve some bridges in Texas County. 3 bridges on Highway 137 will be replaced. The bridges to be replaced include the Highway 137 bridge over Pine Creek, located north of Texas County Road 3780. The bridge over Big Creek between Boster Road and Big Creek Road, and the bridge over the South Prong Jacks Fork between Route U and Route AZ. Construction to replace the bridges could begin as early as spring of 2025. The roadway will be closed in the vicinity of each bridge for about 3 months during this time. Maps, plans, and other information prepared by the Missouri Department of Transportation or interested agencies will be available for public inspection and copying at the Missouri Department of Transportation's regional office at 3956 East Main Street in Willow Springs. Any person affected by these projects may request a public hearing be held in regard to the proposed improvements. For more information, contact MoDOT Project Manager Pete Berry at 417-469-6242 or MoDOT Area Engineer Elquin Ayula at 417-469-6286. Comments and questions can also be submitted online at modot.org. In the search bar, just look for Texas County Bridges and submit your comments by February 11th. 740 Sports is next after this.
You can't be in farming without taking risks. That's common knowledge. But that doesn't mean you should throw caution to the wind. And when it comes to new technology, farmers always look before they leap. And for the past 3 years, farmers have looked at the Enlist weed control system, and they have leapt. Now it's your turn. Millions and millions of acres have proven the effectiveness of Enlist herbicide's superior technology with neighbor-friendly weed control, more tank mix options, near zero volatility, and much, much more. But to unlock all these advantages, you must start with Enlist E3 soybeans. See what a better seed and herbicide system can bring to your fields at Enlist.com. You've looked. Now leap.
At the KSMO studios right here at your hometown radio station at 7:41. And time for sports. Colby James scored 22 points while Jace Rogers added 20 more as the Willow Springs Bears handed the Salem Tigers their first loss in the SCA Conference Friday night. The score was 72-57. Braden Gapsch had 7 3-pointers in the game for Salem, who falls to 2-1 in the SCA Conference, 11-10 overall. They'll host the Thayer Bobcats Tuesday night, starting with one half a freshman game at 5:30, followed by the JV and varsity games. The varsity game will be on KSMO Radio and video streamed on KSMO Media. Salem JV boys basketball Tigers are playing the Bourbon JV tournament that begins Wednesday at Bourbon. No schedule of games, though, yet has been released. Salem Lady Tigers will host Cuba tonight at 6, starting with a JV contest with a varsity game to follow. Lady Tigers have dropped their last 6 straight games. They're 4-17 on the year. Varsity game will be heard on KSMO Radio and video streamed on KSMO Media. Missouri Tigers lost to Vanderbilt Saturday afternoon, 68-61 for their 9th straight loss. The Tigers were led in scoring by Noah Carter with 20 points, while Tamar Bates added 17 more. Missouri's 0-9 in the SEC Conference are 8-14 on the season. They'll be hosting Texas A&M Wednesday night at 7:30. That's a look at news and sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO, your hometown radio station. Coming up next, it's our daily investment report for the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones are right here in Salem, helping you from 907 South Pershing. You can also call them at 729-3831. They're part of the Edward Jones Brokerage House that have been helping people since way back in 1922. Let them be of assistance to you today. Call them up again, 729-3831, or drop by 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and the Daily Investment Report. With our report this morning, it's Joe Brand. Joe?
Thank you. This is Joe Brand of Edward Jones bringing you the Daily Financial Market Report. Equities closed higher Friday as the U.S. jobs report surprised to the upside. The total non-farm jobs added for January were 353,000, well above expectations of 185,000 new jobs. Treasury yields jumped as a result, with the 10-year yield climbing about 14 basis points to 4.02%, and the 2-year Treasury yield, which is often considered a proxy of the Fed funds rate over time, climbed by 16 basis points to around 4.36%. Stocks were able to rally despite a sharp move higher in yields. The NASDAQ continued to outperform, up over 1.7%, driven by strong earnings from mega-cap technology names. Overall, both the S&P 500 and NASDAQ have gained around 4% year-to-date, despite recent volatility and strong returns. The Dow closed up 135 points at 38,654. The NASDAQ was up 267 points at 629, and the S&P 500 was up 52 points at 4,959. In stocks of local interest, Ameren 69.41 down $1.29, Boeing 209.38 down 43 cents, Dollar General 136.16 up 14 cents. McDonald's 297.05 down $1.03, Microsoft 411.22 up $7.44, PepsiCo 170.97 down 73 cents, Pfizer 26.93 down 36 cents, Procter & Gamble 158.09 down $1.09, U.S. Bancorp 40.84 down a nickel, Walmart 169.57 up $1.26. This has been today's Financial Market Report, brought to you by Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice. Right here in Salem at 907 South Pershing. If you'd like additional information, please stop by or call 729-3831.
Thank you, Joe, and don't forget to join us again for our next daily investment report this afternoon, 5:30, 5:35, or tomorrow morning around 7:40 to 7:45, the daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones. When questions do arise about your investments, call them 729-3831 or stop by the office 907 South Pershing. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, equities, might even be a municipal bond you're looking at. Could be something else you're interested in. Get in touch with them. Talk to them about the different types of investments there are available to you. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC, right here in Salem, Missouri. 746 at KSMO Radio. We welcome you to Monday, February the 5th. And when we do come right back, we have a full look at that forecast. It's next 1 minute from right now.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Agri-America features the largest collection of agricultural podcasts, including popular titles such as...
Hi, this is Rob Sharkey, a fifth-generation farmer from Illinois. If you want to hear stories about agriculture, make sure you tune in to Shark Farmer Podcast today on Agri-America.
Hi, I'm Darren Hefty. Head over to Agri-America's podcast directory for the latest episode of the Ag PhD radio show.
Visit Agri-America's podcast directory at agriamerica.com/podcasts. agriamerica.com/podcasts.
At KSMO, it's time for weather on Operation Weather Watch. Complete summary of weather in the region and the KSMO listing area, brought to you by your friends at Healthy Dane County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory, where Healthy Dane County is teaming up with Kurt's Mobile Homes to bring you a Valentine's dance this Friday night. The music will start at 6:30 and go to 9:30. The doors open at 6. It's $5 per person at the door. You must be 18 years of age and older to enjoy a night of live country and pop music with Candy and the Cowboy. Come on out and be a part of it. That's this Friday night, a little Valentine's dance, and everybody's welcome. Again, $5 per person at the door, 18 years of age and older. Concessions will be available. And if you have any questions, call 729-8163, 729-8163. A Valentine's dance this Friday at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. Surface low pressure continues to move off to the southeast this morning, as surface high pressure is going to build south over the region. An upper level ridge will move east over the plains today and tonight and will build over the region Tuesday into Wednesday. Surface high pressure will move over the region today and remain into the middle of the week. And as a result, sunny skies will occur through the first part of the week. A warming trend will also occur today into the middle of the week as the upper level ridge and warmer air mass move over the area. Highs this afternoon will warm into the mid to upper 50s, with highs in the upper 50s to low 60s by tomorrow. Lows tonight should be in the low 30s, could be a few upper 20s out there tonight. The upper level ridge will remain over the central continental United States Wednesday, and highs will warm into the 60-degree range, anywhere from about 60 up to 65. An upper level trough will move northeast across the plains into Minnesota Wednesday night into Thursday, pushing the ridge to the east. Surface low pressure will develop and move northeast across the plains Wednesday night into Thursday. The pressure gradient will tighten southeast of the surface low, resulting in some gusty winds beginning to develop across our area by late Wednesday and continuing throughout the day Thursday. A cold front will move east into the area late Wednesday night and across the area Thursday as the surface low will move to the northeast. The surface high pressure that's currently building into the area will then move south of our area ahead of this system and limit any moisture return from the Gulf. Only the eastern counties in the Springfield forecast area will get any rain, and it will be minimal with amounts of less than a quarter of an inch. The air mass behind the front will not be any cooler, as another upper-level trough will be over the south-southwestern continental United States, keeping the region in an upper-level southwesterly flow. Highs should be in the mid to upper 60s, occurring again on Thursday and Friday. Another upper-level trough will dig south across the west coast late this week into the weekend, and then move east this weekend into early next week. The system could bring some rain chances to the region by late this weekend into early next week. We topped out at 44 degrees yesterday, 34 the low. Normal high 47, normal low 26. Record high of 71 in 1925 and 1963, -3 the record low in 1906. Yesterday we had about a little over a third of an inch of rain. Our month-to-date total also at a little over a third of an inch of rain. Normal for the month should be at just over a quarter. 6 1/5 our total for the year. 2 4/5 would be normal. Sun rose this morning at 7:06. It'll set tonight at 5:34. The extended forecast for Friday through Sunday calling for sunshine on Friday and a high of 66. Partly cloudy Friday night, low around 37. Sunshine Saturday, high of close to 60. Saturday night cloudy with a chance of some showers, low of 37. A little cooler on Sunday with partly sunny skies after a chance of rain early, and a high of near 50 degrees. That local forecast and our current conditions next after this.
The Healthy Dent County Fitness Center is proud to announce that they are now offering free memberships to those who have the Silver Sneakers program, which is a benefit available through many Medicare plans. Silver Sneakers is the nation's leading community fitness program designed exclusively for older adults. Getting started is as easy as calling the Healthy Dent County Fitness Center at 739-1127 to see if you qualify, or stop by and sign up at the Fitness Center office, take a tour of the facility, and start working out at no cost. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, partnering together for your well-being. Stop by 1200 West Rolla Road or call 739-1127 to get all the details. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, together for your benefit.
Forecast calls for lots of sunshine today, high about 55 degrees. Winds northerly 5 to 10. Clear skies tonight, 29 for a low with a north breeze. Sunny Tuesday, high of near 58. We might hit 60 on Tuesday with a north breeze at around 3 to 5. Tonight, some clouds will roll in. We'll drop down to about 35 with northeasterly breezes at 5 to 10, becoming southerly after midnight. Partly sunny on Wednesday and a high close to 60 again, with south winds 5 to 15 and gusting to 20 to 25. Clouds Wednesday night, low of 43 and breezy. Thursday, breezy with clouds and a 3 in 10 chance of an afternoon shower or two, high of near 60 still. Thursday night, a chance of showers before midnight, cloudy and a low of 47 with still some pretty breezy conditions. And then Friday, as we mentioned, sunny, 66 for a high. At the KSMO studios right now, well, no, we're not at 66. Probably don't want to be at 66 this time in February, so this early in the morning. But we are at 29 degrees. We do have sunshine. It will eventually start to warm up. Really hasn't yet. 8-mile-an-hour winds are coming out of the north, and 99% the relative humidity, making it feel like 22 degrees. We have pressure rising at 30.08 inches. Our skies are mostly clear. Like I said, out west there was a few really high, thin cirrus clouds, more like vapor trails from planes, but I can't be absolutely sure of that. But that's what it kind of looked like initially when I looked out there and saw them in the far horizon. So that's kind of what it looked like, at least from a distance here. At KSMO Radio, that does it for weather on Operation Weather Watch. Complete summary of weather in the region and KSMO listing area brought to you by your friends at Healthy Dane County and the Salem Community Center at the Army, where they're offering line dancing dance classes starting tomorrow night at 6:30. Yeah, it's $5 per person. Pay at the door. Get out and, well, shake your boots with Rosalie Wright and the dance classes for line dancing. That's at the Healthy Dane County Fitness Center. They'll be having that tomorrow and every Tuesday through the month of February starting at 6:30. They're at the Salem Community Center at the Army, located at 1200 West Ruttle Road. Questions about the line dancing dance classes? Call 739-1127, 739-1127, and all are welcome to attend. Again, it's $5 per person. You pay at the door. Okay, it's 7:56 at KSMO. Civic happenings are waiting to come your way next. They will right after this.
It's back! The Salem Memorial Hospital Foundation invites everyone to the Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th at 7 at the Salem R80 High School Gym. Table seating is available for $20 per person in advance or reserve a table. Bleacher seats will be available at the door for $10. Purchase your tickets in advance by calling 729-6626, extension 4005. The Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th at the high school gym with the doors opening at 6:30. We'll see you there!
Have you ever met a nematode? Probably not. But this sneaky ingrate and its billions of friends steal soybean yields right out from under your nose. Nematodes cause up to $1.5 billion in soybean revenue loss each year. And if that's not enough, they also amplify sudden death syndrome. Why? Because they're microscopic good-for-nothing thieves, that's why. Take action against these yield-stealing jerks with Allevo soybean seed treatment from BASF, the only proven winner against both SEN and SDS. And remember to always read and follow label directions.
At the KSMO studios, it's time for the Civic Record, a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. The Civic Record brought to you by your friends at Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South, who are starting a huge sale right now, a major sales event, stocked full, wall-to-wall, side-to-side. It's huge, and the prices are incredible. Some huge discounts that are available to you right now. Stop on by and visit. We're in the month of February, always a good month to go buy furniture, and I'm telling you what, right now is no exception. Your friends at Southtown are really enticing the pot. Stop on by, see them, check it out with fantastic values and an incredible selection. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are during this major sales event. Probably the best for the whole year. Don't miss out. Southtown Furniture. Highway 19 South, 1601 South Highway 19, 729-3422 the number, and go online at southtownfurnituresalem.com. Frank Edward Gibson of Salem, formerly of St. James, passed away Tuesday, January 30th at the age of 52. Funeral services for Frank Edward Gibson will be tomorrow morning at 11 at the James and Gar Chapel in St. James. Visitation will be this evening from 5 to 7 at the St. James Chapel of James and Gar. Interment will be in the St. James Cemetery. Frank Edward Gibson is survived by his mother, Eileen Gibson of St. James, son Ethan Gibson of Hackley, Texas, brothers James Gibson and wife Sandy of St. Clair Shores, Michigan, and Jesse Gibson and wife Stacy of St. James, plus a host of nieces, nephews, and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of St. James for Frank Edward Gibson, whose funeral services will be Tuesday morning at 11 at the James and Gar Chapel in St. James. Verna Lou Inman of Salem passed away Friday at the age of 81. Funeral services for Verna Lou Inman will be at 1 o'clock Tuesday at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with visitation from 11 until service time Tuesday at the chapel. Burial will be in the Dry Fork Cemetery. Verna Lou Inman is survived by her husband Perry Inman of Salem, sons Kent Inman and wife Tammy of Salem, Carrie Inman and wife Tina of Salem, Kevin Inman of Minnesota, Kendall Inman and wife Tracy of Salem, and Casey Inman and wife Lisa of Salem, brother Jerry Fowler and wife Karen, and 11 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren, as well as several nieces, nephews, and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Verna Lou Inman, whose funeral services will be 1 o'clock Tuesday afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Lily Mae Herman of Salem passed away January 29th in Rolla at the age of 78. Funeral services for Lily Mae Herman will be held Thursday at 1 at the Salem Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Visitation will be held prior to the service from 11 until service time at the James and Gar Mortuary. Interment will be in the Byers Cemetery in Montauk, Missouri. Lily Mae Herman is survived by children Chris Herman and wife Carol of Salem, Harold Herman of Cuba, Victoria Goodman of Martin, Tennessee, and Joseph Herman of Salem. A brother James Byers and wife Rhonda of Salem, plus 12 grandchildren. All the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of Salem for Lily Mae Herman, whose funeral services will be Thursday at 1 at the Salem Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Creative Arts Center will be offering a folk art quilled hearts class Tuesday from 6 to 8 in the evening with Ellen Reynolds. Using recycled paper, students will receive instruction in forming paper straws and turning them into various quilled elements. These will be assembled in unique heart designs. A touch of red paint and a ribbon will complete each work of art. Each project will be original in design and perfect to give as a Valentine's Day gift or just hand around. Class is open to students from high school age through adults. At least 6 students will be needed to hold the class, with no more than 12 allowed. Cost is $12 per person. That includes all the supplies. Class registrations are on a first-come, first-served basis with the online registrations. Interested persons can sign up under programs at the SalemCommunityBetterment.com website for the activities at the Creative Arts Center. Then on Wednesday at the Creative Arts Center, Hearts and Love Knots wheat weaving class will be held with Suzanne Douglas from 5:30 until 8 o'clock. In this class, you'll learn how to create both a traditional woven wheat love knot and a heart called a modiford. Love knots and modifords have been made and given for hundreds of years as a token of love and affection. The love knots are traditionally given to a sweetheart, while the hearts are traditionally given to a close loved one or hung in the home to represent the love in the home. The class is open to students 15 years of age and older. At least one student is needed for the class with a maximum of 6. The cost is $25. That includes all the supplies. Class registrations are on a first-come, first-served basis with online registrations, and interested persons can sign up under programs at SalemCommunityBetterment.com for the activities at the Creative Arts Center. And now's the time to start planning on what you want to plant for your 2024 garden needs out at the community garden right behind the Salem United Methodist Church. Yep, Master Gardeners Charlie Grimm, Pam Bierman, Katie Ann Sullivan, and Tom Haynes are prepping the garden for the gardening season. If you're interested in having a plot this year, call Charlie Grimm, 573-368-9902. Your first plot is free, and any additional plots are at a very small charge. Tools and water are provided. All you need to do is put your love of gardening to work and also provide the seeds. The Dent Phelps Master Gardeners and Dent County Extension provide classes throughout the growing season on a number of different topics. So if you have a topic you'd like to have some addressing the group, let them know at 729-3196, calling the extension, or contact Charlie, 573-368-9902. More of our Civic Record next. That's coming up right after this.
Southtown Furniture.
Let me tell you about Southtown Furniture's major sales event. It's their biggest inventory ever at Southtown Furniture, where they have in-stock furniture and mattresses from one end of the building to the other and from wall to wall. You're not going to believe this, but Southtown Furniture is offering 10 to 60% discounts on their already low everyday prices. Southtown Furniture accepts Visa and MasterCard, and you can also ask them about layaway plans. Don't miss this big sales event going on right now at Southtown Furniture, where they've been serving the smart shopper since 1922, Highway 19 South, right here in Salem.
The best selection, you'll agree, with satisfaction guaranteed. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Continuing with our civic record, the Creative Arts Center is offering a photography fundamentals class on getting to know your camera better. Class will be held this Thursday and again next Thursday from 6 to 8 with Bob Phelan. Learn the fundamentals of how your camera does what it does and how to interpret the information it gives you so that you can produce images that will make you pleased. Film or digital, it doesn't matter. If you want to take great pictures of your kids, learn wildlife photography techniques, shoot high school sports, but you can't figure out why you're not getting the results you want, this will all be covered. Class includes handouts and a camera cleaning kit. Class is open to persons 12 years of age and above, and at least 3 students are needed for the class with a maximum of 20. Cost is $30 for both sessions, and that includes all the supplies. You can register for the class at SalemCommunityBetterment.com under Programs on a first-come, first-served basis. Also at the Creative Arts Center will be an introduction to junk journals. That will also be Thursday from 6 to 8 with Gail Phelan. In that class, students will repurpose junk into a trifold folio, which can be used for journaling, lists, travel diary, or scrapbooks. Never heard of a junk journal? It's kind of a scrapbook diary made from things you would otherwise throw in the bin. Making them is fun. There's no rules, no measuring. Creations will be made with reckless abandon. It's a great class for adult and child combos or anyone interested in playing with paper and glue. Journals come complete with tuck spots, pockets, belly bands, and flip-outs. There'll be examples of additional ideas for embellishing your works of art. All materials are provided. You'll take home a completed trifold folio of junk journal when you are finished with the class. It's open to those 12 years of age and above. And at least 3 people need to sign up for the class with no more than 12 students allowed. It's $15 per person, or 2 students can come as a duo for $25 with all the supplies provided. Sign up now at SalemCommunityBetterment.com for this class. First come, first served basis with the online registrations. Again, it's this Thursday and next Thursday from 6 to 8 with Gail Phelan. It's Introduction to Junk Journals. Find out more. Get and check that out at the Salem Creative Arts Center. Youth Soccer League sign-ups are going on now, $35 per person for 6 different divisions, 4 under, 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under divisions. They may get combined depending upon the amount of children that sign up. Registration's open now until February 13th. You can also register late through February 20th, but there'll be an additional $10. Will cost you then $45. And, of course, they would love to have additional coaches if you can help. If you have any questions, email Melissa DuBois at SalemParks@SalemMo.com. Youth Soccer League sign-ups going on now. The easiest way to sign up is to go to the Salem Park and Recreation Department's Facebook page, so you can go right to the Team Snap link and sign up your child. Again, $35 per child. And again, if you sign up after February 20th and after, or I should say it right again, if you sign up on February 14th to the 20th, there'll be an additional $10 late fee charge, and that will cost you $45 at that time. Again, for more information, email Melissa DuBois at SalemParks@SalemMo.com. A Puppy Love Kids Paint Party will be held this Friday at Creative Arts Center from 6 to 8 with Danielle Norris. Get a head start on Valentine's Day and bring your kiddos age 5 and up for a paint party while you and your significant other get dinner. Kids under 5 must have a guardian present or join your kiddos for a fun night of painting. They will be taken step by step through the cute painting. All supplies and light snacks will be provided. Cost of the paint party is $10 for children, $15 for adults. 6 people need to sign up for the class to be held, and they'll allow no more than 20 attendees. Class registrations on a first-come, first-served basis. Sign up under programs at SalemCommunityBetterment.com's website. Another fun activity, a Puppy Love Kids Paint Party at the Creative Arts Center this Friday, 6 to 8. You don't want to miss that out with Danielle Norris. This Saturday night, the Salem Eagles Club will be having Double Trouble Entertainment DJs from 7 to 11. It's open to the public. Come on out and enjoy the music, dance, and have a good time just joining a bunch of friends out there at the Eagles Club. That's on Highway 32 West, just past the airport. Double Trouble Entertainment DJs from 7 to 11 at the Eagles Club this Saturday night. And the Salem Public Library's preschool program will be held on Tuesday, February 13th at 10:30 in the North Basement Meeting Room. The library itself will not be open until 1 that day due to staff development. Again, the Salem Public Library's preschool program will be held on Tuesday, February 13th, 10:30 in the North Basement Meeting Room. The library itself will not be open until 1 due to staff development. And the Mark Twain Beekeepers Beginner's Beekeeping class will be held on February 17th from 9 until 4. That is a Saturday, and it will be held at the VIP properties at 102 East 4th Street. The cost is $55 per person or $90 per duo. A traditional lunch meal of mouth-watering comfort foods will be provided. Payment for the class is due today. That's right, it's due today. For registration or for more information, call Greg at 573-689-2254. That's 573-689-2254. Ask for Greg. And you can find out how you can register for the Mark Twain Beekeepers Beginner's Beekeeping class, which will be held on Saturday, February 17th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at VIP Properties. And at the Salem Nutrition Center today, they'll serve up glazed ham slices with Hawaiian roll, sweet potatoes, corn casserole, and milk. The Salem Nutrition site's located inside the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane. Everybody, all ages, are welcome. Lunch is served from 11 to 12:30 Monday through Friday, except for holidays. And if you're hungry, check it out for yourself. You'll be glad you did. If the suggested contribution strikes you, and if you're 60 and above, that's $5. If you're under the age of 60, the meal will cost you $7. And again, all ages are welcome to attend. Again, the menu for today will be glazed ham slices with Hawaiian roll, sweet potatoes, corn casserole, and milk. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. That does conclude the Civic Record. It's a long Civic Record today, brought to you as a courtesy of your friends at Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South. They invite you to stop on by, browse around, and take a look at the store. Chock full of fantastic values waiting for you during their incredible, huge, incredible, simply magnificent sale that they've got going on right now. And it's February. It's always a good time, I mentioned, for furniture sales. This one's an unbelievable sale. Huge discounts, 10 to 60% off their everyday low prices. Don't miss out. Wall-to-wall, end-to-end savings waiting for you at Southtown Furniture, Highway 19 South in Salem. Truly where the bargains are. Don't miss out. These prices will not be repeated this year. Check them out today. Southtown Furniture in Salem. It is where the bargains are. That's at 1601 South Highway 19, 729-3422, excuse me. A little frog in my throat. And also you can go online to SouthtownFurnitureSalem.com. Southtown Furniture, it is where the bargains are. A nice sunny day today. You can get out and about. A little cool yet. 31 degrees right now, feeling like about 23 with those 8-mile-an-hour winds coming out of the north. but it will eventually warm up into the 50s. There you go. All right, keep it right here for statewide news coming up next from the Missouri Net on KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
This is St. Louis Blues broadcaster Chris Kerber inviting you to follow all the exciting action of St. Louis Blues hockey this season. If you can't make it to the game, the next best thing is being there listening here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for the St. Louis Blues.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffith. Oracle plans to lay off 124 employees doing health information technology work for Cox Health in southwest Missouri's Springfield. The company has informed the Missouri Department of Higher Education and Workforce Development about the decision. In the filing to the state, Oracle says the job cuts are expected to be permanent and begin April 1st. They include senior managers, project managers, as well as technical and business analysts. Oracle says that Cox Health has offered jobs to all the laid-off workers. Governor Mike Parson's budget proposal for the upcoming fiscal year is about $1 billion larger than the current year's budget. Springfield Republican Lincoln Huff, chair of the Senate Appropriations Committee, says in the last 3 years, Missouri's state budget has been inflated with one-time federal dollars because of the COVID-19 pandemic. On growing state revenue, Huff says that's partially due to more people working and spending their leisure time in Missouri.
We cut over $1 billion in individual income taxes about 18 months ago, okay? And when you do that and you have a growing and robust economy, you have more people working, so more taxes are actually collected, even though individuals are paying a lesser amount, if that makes sense.
One of Parsons' requests includes nearly $315 million in capital improvement projects that transform how the state conducts research, trains workers, and supports communities. A group trying to make some abortions legal again is hosting kickoff events statewide tomorrow to collect signatures for the effort. Missourians for Constitutional Freedom will take signatures and share more information at events in Kansas City, St. Louis, Springfield, Columbia, and St. Joseph. The group says it's raised more than $3 million from over 2,200 donors during the past 2 weeks. Supporters are trying to collect 172,000 valid signatures by May 5th to ask Missouri voters whether to protect the right to abortion in the state constitution. The measure would give lawmakers wiggle room to regulate the procedure after a fetus's survival increases. This is Missouri Net.
RSV is a common respiratory virus that usually causes mild cold-like symptoms in the fall and winter. While most people recover in a week or two, RSV can cause serious infection in infants and adults over 60. The Missouri Immunization Coalition reminds you that RSV immunizations are here. This is the protection we've been waiting for. Talk to your healthcare provider about immunizations to protect against RSV. Visit moimmunize.org to learn more.
Hi, I'm E.J. Williams. Each year, millions of animals are abandoned, and more than 1 million are euthanized before they can be rescued. Organizations like American Humane are working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, as animals can be trained as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help veterans, the elderly, and children with special needs to overcome the obstacles of everyday life. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
The governor says Missouri will put more boots on the ground to help Texas secure the southern border. Elisa Nelson reports.
Governor Mike Parson has returned from the U.S.-Mexico border, where he stood with 24 other Republican governors on Sunday to show support for Texas on its efforts to block illegal border crossings. Parson says the president and, quote, what's going on in Washington, D.C. is not going to secure the border at this point, unquote.
We will start the process of working with the Operation Lone Star to be able to put boots on the ground and be able to help even more than what we already have. We currently have National Guard members in Texas, but we are currently going to do more.
The move follows the U.S. Supreme Court siding last month with the Biden administration and ordering the removal of razor wire along the U.S.-Mexico border. Elisa Nelson, Missouri Net.
$214 million are in tonight's Powerball jackpot. The one-time cash payout is worth nearly $106 million. This is Missouri Net.
Hey, all you high school juniors, with a few well-placed words, there's an adventure at hand awaiting for you. It's the Intercounty Youth Contest, and you could win an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. or Jefferson City. And all you have to do is write a 250 to 500-word essay on who is one of your role models and why are they important to you. For more information about the Youth Tour Contest, contact your school or Intercounty Electric Member Services at 866-621-3679.
Here at the KSMO studios, let's take a look at that Salem Nutrition Center's menu for today, and they will be serving up on this Monday, February 5th, glazed ham slices with Hawaiian roll, sweet potatoes, corn casserole, and milk. The Salem Nutrition Center is located inside the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane. Lunch is served from 11 to 12:30 Monday through Friday, except for holidays. And they tell you everybody and anybody, all ages, are welcome to attend. If you're over 60 or at 60, the suggested contribution is $5. If you're under the age of 60, the suggested contribution is $7. And again, all ages are welcome to attend the Salem Nutrition Center, where their menu today is glazed ham slices with Hawaiian roll, sweet potatoes, corn casserole, and milk at 604 North McGrath Lane. Should you have any questions, call 729-2373, and don't forget that the menu can change without notice. Every weekday, we bring you the Salem Nutrition Center menu as a courtesy of KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Stick around. We have coming up in just a minute AP News and then Sports from Missouri Net and so much more right here at KSMO. It's Monday, February 5th.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. Soon enough, the boys of summer will be back on the fields in Jupiter, Florida for Spring Training 2024. It will be another season of the home runs, the hits, and the unforgettable moments. We will have you covered, and we'll be with you from the first pitch until the final out, right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
The station with the better mix. KSMO Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. Here's how fierce the weather is in hard-hit California.
California's governor declared a state of emergency for multiple counties as a slow-moving storm dubbed a Pineapple Express brought winds gusting over 80 miles per hour and up to 9 inches of rain in some areas, with more rain in Southern California today. Forecasters with the National Weather Service say the low-pressure system is moving slowly, which is why the rainfall totals are so high. Meteorologist Mike Wofford.
The combination with the strong winds and the low pressure all kind of combining to really create a very dangerous storm across the area.
The system flooded streets and knocked down trees and power lines in the San Francisco Bay Area. In San Jose, police pulled stranded motorists from flooded vehicles. Evacuations and warnings were issued for canyon neighborhoods from Monterey to San Diego that are at risk for debris flows. I'm Jennifer King.
Top House Republicans don't much like the long-shot border enforcement bill senators have released. House Speaker and Republican Mike Johnson says the House has its own version of a border bill.
We would resolve the broken asylum system and the broken parole system. We would reinstitute Remain in Mexico, which would stem the flow by probably 70%. We would end the catch and release, the mass releases of illegals into our country that's happened. This border is out of control. All these problems have mounted, and the Senate has been dithering ever since.
He was on NBC's Meet the Press. A drone attack Sunday night on a base housing U.S. troops in Syria, but there are no U.S. casualties reported. However, 6 allied Kurdish fighters were killed. The mayor of San Francisco is pushing a proposal on the March 5th ballot that would require single adults on welfare to be screened and treated for illegal drug addiction, or else lose cash assistance. Taylor Swift is the first to win the Grammy for Album of the Year 4 times. She broke a tie last night. This is AP News. Now to the deadly forest fires in Chile. There are curfews in some cities because of these fires.
Late Sunday, officials said over 100 people were confirmed dead so far from the fires, which have left at least 1,600 people without homes. The fires, which began on Friday, have been burning with the highest intensity around the city of Viña del Mar, where a famous botanical garden founded in 1931 has been destroyed by the flames. On Sunday morning, Chilean President Gabriel Boric visited the town of Quilpé, which was also heavily affected by the fires. Boric told the media, officials and citizens, "I've decreed a national mourning for 2 days, starting February the 5th, because it's Chile as a whole that's suffering and crying for our deceased." Boric added the death toll could rise as rescue workers search through homes that have collapsed. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
Brownfield farm broadcasters are on the ground at state, national, and sometimes international events throughout the year, providing timely and relevant news to its audience. They utilize several social media platforms and digital channels to engage with viewers and listeners and stay up to date with agricultural news. Brownfield, a brand farmers and ranchers know and trust. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Chiefs landed in Vegas yesterday for the Super Bowl, and opening night kicks off in Vegas where the Chiefs and 49ers will speak to the media. It's the only time both teams will be together in one location before the game. Travis Kelce, looking forward to it.
It's all exciting stuff. It kind of builds and sets the tone for the whole week. It's the biggest stage in the world, man, and and that Monday night, that's going to be kind of where it starts for everybody. And at this point, man, I just love it, man. It's an exciting time. It's a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing that I've been able to enjoy a few times, man. So
the Chiefs are in their 4th Super Bowl in the last 5 seasons. Patrick Mahomes' dad was pulled over for DWI in Texas on Saturday. It's the 3rd time he's been arrested on that charge. The last time came in 2018. He spent 40 days in the county jail. Mizzou basketball is now 0-9 in the SEC after their 68-61 loss at Vandy, who picked up their first conference win. Noah Carter led the Tigers with 20 points, but scored his first 9 in the first minute and a half as Mizzou jumped out to a 20-9 lead and then went over 6 minutes without scoring. Dennis Gates.
But more importantly, those wide open shots that we got, they didn't fall. But you got to be able to make those open shots that I thought we were able to manufacture, but we just wasn't able to make them fall, which gave, Vanderbilt to close the half a 32-29 lead.
Tigers start the second half of conference play Wednesday hosting Texas A&M. The Mizzou women lost at Tennessee 80-69. They fall to 2-7 in SEC play. They're at number 1 South Carolina Thursday. The Royals are looking to lock up Bobby Witt Jr. MLB Network reports that the club and Witt have made some progress on a potential new contract extension. The 23-year-old hit .276 with 30 homers in 158 games last season. And the Cardinals adding to their pitching staff, signing reliever Keenan Middleton to a 1-year contract. He played with the Yankees and White Sox last year, a 3.338 ERA. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together.
But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And just inside of half court, bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with two hands, and flushed it on the way down. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The bragging rights trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
At the KSMO studios, taking a look at the forecast. Sunshine today. We'll top out about 55 degrees. Winds, they'll be out of the north, 5 to 10. Clear tonight, low at 29. Winds northerly still at about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Sunshine's what we expect Tuesday, high closer to 60. Winds out of the north at around 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Tuesday night, clouds will roll in with a low of 34. Winds northeasterly have moved to the south after midnight. Partly sunny come Wednesday and a high, again, close to 60 degrees with southerly winds at 5 to 15, gusting to 20 to 25. And then clouds Wednesday night still breezy with a low of 43. With a chance of showers developing during the afternoon Thursday, just a 30% chance. Cloudy otherwise and a high of 59 with breezy conditions Thursday and Thursday night. We'll have a chance of showers again Thursday evening before the rain comes to an end, a low of 47 with still breezy conditions. Currently here at the KSMO Studios, your hometown radio station, our temperature readings 33 degrees. We do here at KSMO Radio right now have a northerly wind, still at about 8 miles an hour, making it feel like 25. We do have a KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Pretty nice day in store for us, so take advantage of that during the month of February. Don't get a lot of these days. And as I mentioned, do have a good time with it. Of course, got a little bit of rain yesterday morning. Things will dry out a little bit this week until maybe a little slight chance of that rain Thursday, as we mentioned, but otherwise not too much in the form of precipitation scheduled till maybe next weekend. So there you go. There you have it here at KSMO. Now look at weather brought to you as a courtesy of all of us at KSMO Salem, Missouri. Now time for a look at our Brownfield agribusiness news. It's a Missouri report for the Brownfield Farm Market Network, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us at KSMO Salem, 1340 AM, 95.7 FM.
I'm Nicole Huslip with Agribusiness News. I'm Brownfield. The Clean Fuels Conference is the annual event for supporters of biodiesel, renewable diesel, and sustainable aviation fuel. Don't miss Brownfield's coverage on air and online. To learn about the industry's growth, explore cleanfuels.org. The chairman of the House Agriculture Committee says March is the first month there would be any time to work on a new farm bill in the House, but there are no guarantees. Brownfield's Kara Hart reports.
Glenn G.T. Thompson says the markup and voting process takes at least 3 weeks.
I don't think March is out of the question right now. In the House, I suspect the Senate's going to need more time in the rest of this year.
Thompson says most of the farm bill is completed, but work continues on the commodities title.
Need those cost estimates to see how much financial resources we would need to make any adjustments.
And reinvesting conservation funding from the Inflation Reduction Act is still on the table.
That money would continue for perpetuity. It'd be around in 2050, 2055. The other one is strengthening Congress's Article 1 authority, and that's through a forward-thinking Thrifty Food Plan market basket update.
Thompson says he's optimistic other lawmakers can keep an open mind. I'm Kara Hart for Brownfield.
The membership of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association set their policies for 2024. Brownfield's Megan Grebner filed this report from the Cattle Industry Convention.
NCBA's newly installed president, Mark Isley of Wyoming, says addressing
the estate tax issue will be a priority in the coming year.
We'd like to keep those levels at where they're at now. Just inflation alone takes that away from us. Without that, there's going to be a problem with ranches having succession, holding them intact for their heirs.
He tells Brownfield they'll also work on protecting public and private lands.
They're really the same thing, but we have to fight the fights at a little different level in a little different way, because those are government-owned lands versus our private lands. The end result's the same. If we lose one, we lose the other.
Resolutions on traceability, risk management programs, and an Endangered Species Act policy were all adopted by the membership. From Orlando, I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
And a marketing analyst says commodity prices are likely to dip a little more unless there's a big increase in demand. Because of lower prices, John Heinberg with Total Farm Marketing tells Brownfield there is still an opportunity to move some corn.
This is a pretty key window here, January, February, March, before we start getting some of those South American supplies in. The U.S. is in the main demand window for especially corn. Soybean window's kind of closed now as we're starting to get that Brazilian harvest coming into play.
Are you prepared for foreign animal disease? Don't miss the discussion at Missouri Pork Expo, February 20th. Learn more at mopork.com. I'm Nicole Heslop with Brownfield.
Agri-America features the largest collection of agricultural podcasts, including popular titles such as...
Hi, this is Rob Sharkey, a fifth-generation farmer from Illinois. If you want to hear stories about agriculture, make sure you tune in to Shark Farmer Podcast today on Agri-America.
Hi, I'm Darren Hefty. Head over to Agri-America's podcast directory for the latest episode of the Ag PhD Radio Show.
Visit Agri-America's podcast directory at agriamerica.com/podcasts. agriamerica.com/podcasts.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Learn more.
It's back! The Salem Memorial Hospital Foundation invites everyone to the Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th at 7 at the Salem R80 High School Gym. Table seating is available for $20 per person in advance or reserve a table. Bleacher seats will be available at the door for $10. Purchase your tickets in advance by calling 729-6626, extension 4005. The Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th at the high school gym with the doors opening at 6:30. We'll see you there!